we're at a gathering or something, then kind of. But if you're just a random person down the street, no, you would never catch me doing that.
And trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm wrong. I got it. I gotta go, running to better times.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a personality test. So the personality quiz that I'm going to be doing is from 16personality.com. I will leave the quiz link in the description box below. But before we get started, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. So the first question is, you regularly make new friends? I would say slightly agree. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Your interest? I say disagree. I don't really look at different topics. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to. Slightly agree. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Slightly agree. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I'd say moderately disagree, so that one there. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and you mostly talk to the ones you already know. Slightly agree. It depends how my confidence is that day. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Disagree. I am very, my attention is not the best. You're usually very sentimental. Yes, I'm always giving people gifts and I'm always showing affection and always bits and pieces. You like to use organising tools like schedules and lists. I would say, yeah, kind of. Even a small mistake can cause you doubt in your overall abilities and knowledge. Yeah, kind of. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Slightly disagree. If it's we're at a gathering or something, then kind of. But if you're just a random person down the street, no, you would never catch me doing that. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. You are not. So, yeah. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I'd say disagree, because this whole YouTube thing is very much a passion and a heart thing. It's not really thought out. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Strongly agree. Kind of wake up and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do today? And I do it on the day, which is really bad. And I know that I probably should start planning my days. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. You rarely worry. So disagree. I'm always oh, do you think that person liked me, or something like that. You enjoy participating in group activities. I'd say slightly disagree. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I'd say no. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I say slightly. You are interested in so many things that you find difficult to choose what to try next. Slightly disagree. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. I'd say that one. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I'd say slightly agree, only because it depends on my confidence, but I can be quite good at leading. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. Depends what sort of artistic. If you say, could you pick a paintbrush up and I don't know, paint a portrait? No, I couldn't. But if you said, could you edit a video and could you put your own creative interpretation on it, then yes, I can. But I'd say slightly agree. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. You think the world. I'd say disagree, because you need to look for your feelings and your head. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Disagree. Next, you enjoy watching people argue. Oh my gosh, who would enjoy watching people argue? You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I'd say that, because I've liked the attention more as I've kind of got on YouTube and I've been a lot more confident. Your mood can change very quickly. Slightly agree, but that's because I have a mood disorder. So you lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. I say I disagree. I'm quite a patient person. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Slightly agree. You always have been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. I would say slightly agree. Okay, so you usually prefer to be around others than on your own. I'd say moderately agree, only because I do like to be around my friends, but I also like my alone time. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Theoretical, so here's my dyslexia coming out. Does theoretical mean theories, facts and figures? Because that's kind of, yeah. You find it easy to empathy, basically, with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. I would say slightly agree. You usually postpone finalising decisions for as long as possible. Slightly agree. You rarely second guess the choices you have made. I would say moderate disagree. I'm always like, oh, what if I'd chosen that? And I have to keep saying to myself, well, I didn't, and I can't take it back now. So after a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is what you need. No, I need to be in bed. You enjoy going to art museums? No, and I never have. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Most of the time I can. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I'd say slightly agree because it depends how I feel. You rarely feel insecure. I would say kind of moderately disagree. Yeah. You avoid making phone calls. I'd say slightly agree. I get it. If it's doctors or something like that, or it's someone I've called before, then I can be okay. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Slightly agree. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. I say slightly agree. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Yeah. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. You rarely. I'd say, yeah, I don't really contemplate it. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Disagree. They used to control me a lot, but now I'm in such a better place. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. Yeah, I don't want to put others down unnecessarily. Like, there's no point. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organised and consistent efforts. Slightly disagree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Kind of slightly agree. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Well, kind of, yeah, with YouTube, but like also I do want to be able to do like social events and stuff. So you believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Slightly agree, I don't really understand it. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling environments than quiet, intimate places. I'd say in the middle, it depends where I am in life and like how I'm feeling that day. You know at a first glance how someone is feeling. Depends who it is. If it's a friend, then usually, yeah. You often feel overwhelmed. Slightly agree. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Disagree. I am so bad at my attention. If I had to do, like, if a particular task was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all those instructions to the task, I would be guessing ahead of the steps before actually doing the steps before, and then I'm having to undo it and redo it because I don't have the attention to be able to focus on something like that. You are very intrigued by things labelled as controversial. Disagree, no. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. I don't know, not really, and it kind of depends. You struggle with deadlines, yes. You feel confident that things will work out for you, yeah. Sexual gender, female. See results. So before I continue to see the results, please don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button down below, like this video, and if you have done this particular personality quiz or you know what type of personality you are, then please leave it in the comment section down below. I'll be making sure to heart some comments and reply to most people, and let's go ahead and see the results. I'm an adventurer, an ISFPT. So it says mind, I am more introverted than extroverted. Energy, I am very much more observant than intuitive. Nature, I feel a lot more than I think. Tactics, I am about half and half. Identities, read my profile, copy your results, no thanks. Introduction. Adventure is a true artist, although not necessarily in the conventional sense. For this personality type, life itself is a canvas for self-expression. From what you wear to how you spend their free time. Adventurers act in ways that vividly reflect who they are as unique individuals. Oh, I actually, yeah. Strengths and weaknesses. The strengths are that we're charming, we're sensitive to others, we're imaginative, passionate, curious, artistic. The weaknesses are that we're fiercely independent, unpredictable, easily stressed, overcompetitive, and the fluctuating self-esteem. Why is this me? Like, I know I've taken the test, but this is like really good. Okay, I'm interested. So let's just say career paths. What do you think I should be? When it comes to the career world, adventurers need more than just a job. Wealth, power, structure, advancement, and security are all lesser goals to the adventurer personalities. Greatest need is creative freedom. Adventurers crave a tangible outlet for their imagination, a chance to express themselves artistically. Oh, why is that me? People with the adventurer personality type are passionate experimenters, and whether they're aware of it or not, they are renowned trendsetters. With their unique perspective and simple desire to be themselves, adventurers are natural artists, musicians and photographers, as well as designers of all stripes. Setting up shops on websites like Etsy is far more alluring to adventurers than the confines of a 9 to 5 administrative work in some fluorescent cubicle. Friendships. In friendships, adventurers are some of the most comfortable people around. Laid back, spontaneous, people with the adventurer personality type won't bog down with arguments or structured long-term plans. Intellectually, exhausting pastimes like debate over the European economic policy won't hold their attention long. The here and now is what's important to adventurers, and they love spending time with their friends, doing casual fun activities. Oh, I found myself! This is so cool. Conclusion. Few personalities are as colourful and charming as adventurers, known for their kindness and artistic skills. Adventurers are great at finding exciting new things to explore and experience. Adventurers' creativity and down-to-earth attitude are invaluable in many areas, including their own personal growth. Wow. That is me. So that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what sort of personality I have. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.
Nobody can make her feel down. She was always smiling from it